3, 2, 1, go. The Kentucky Wildcats and Florida Gators will meet up in a Southeastern Conference college basketball matchup. This is Across the Board with Jeff Grant here at SBRforum.com. Saturday's opening tip scheduled for noon Eastern time on CBS from the O'Connell Center in Gainesville, Florida. No line or betting total has been established at SBRodds.com as I shoot this video early Friday morning. Kentucky 2-2 straight up, 0-4 against the spread over its last 4 games, looking to build off a 55-48 victory over the Alabama Crimson Tide as 12.5-point home favorites on Tuesday. The Wildcats are also out to avenge a 69-59 setback as 2.5-point home favorites in their first meeting against the Gators on February 15th, with that game slipping under the betting total of 130. 15 or more offensive rebounds in 18 of 30 games this season, and John Calipari coach teams are dominating 123-36 straight up in the months of March and April, but the Wildcats are just 3-12-2 against the spread in their last 17 road games versus teams with a winning home record. Florida comes in with a school record 22-game winning streak, 10-7 straight up at home in this series under longtime head coach Billy Donovan, 18-5 straight up when playing as the number 1 team in the country. And the Gators outscored the Wildcats by a 22-11 edge in the final 8-14 of the previous meeting this season. That came after a John Calipari foul, after a John Calipari technical foul. And it's also important to consider the fact that the Gators picked up points on every offensive trip in the final 11 minutes of that game. That's a very high efficiency rate on the offensive end, and I just don't simply see that against a very talented Kentucky team that's out for revenge. While on the other side, Kentucky has not played very well on the offensive end, and that has me thinking that the under is going to cash for the 7th time in the last 8 meetings in this series. This has been another edition of Across the Board here at SBRforum.com, and you can follow me on Twitter at JeffGrantSports.